We look forward to welcoming you in the fall and are pleased to share more about what students can expect on campus. Over the past several months, our university community has come together to continue our shared mission of academic and research excellence despite the unprecedented circumstances created by COVID-19. And I'm grateful for how our community has persevered. Leaders, faculty, and staff across the university have been working tirelessly to plan for a return to campus in the autumn quarter. We understand that not everyone will be able to participate in person, and we are focused on providing a robust and transformative intellectual experience for every student, regardless of the instructional format. We have been working diligently to create an environment that prioritizes our health and safety while fostering the intellectual, cultural, and social life of our university.
The college is enthusiastic to welcome our undergraduates to campus for autumn quarter and to engage with those in our community who will be learning remotely. While the coronavirus remains a factor, we are committed to providing a challenging education that asks you to approach uncertainty with courage and illuminating questions, that helps you to explore your interests and aspirations, and that prepares you to make a meaningful impact in your chosen field of study and as a citizen. Faculty are hard at work to create intellectually challenging courses this autumn. Most courses will have remote capabilities to promote access to all of our programs, and we are working on virtual options for science labs. College's signature orientation week programming, which includes the annual opening convocation ceremony, will begin virtually on September 25th after all the new students who will be living on campus have arrived. The residence halls and dining services have been modified to allow for proper social distancing measures. Classes will begin remotely on September 29th, with in-person instruction planned to begin on October 5th and to end before the Thanksgiving holiday. In the final week of autumn quarter instruction, as well as reading period and finals, will take place remotely from November 30th through December 12th. We will continue to monitor the evolving situation related to the coronavirus, knowing that we all must remain flexible and adapt to potentially changing environment. We look forward to seeing you and to learning with you and to providing a rich and stimulating experience in these very unprecedented times. Stay safe and welcome home to Chicago.
Like so many of you, I am eager to start the new school year. This is not what any of us imagine our year to look like, but it's essential for each and every one of us to determine what suits us best. Whether that's staying home or returning to Hyde Park, we all should be committed to each other's personal health and wellness by upholding the UChicago Health Pact and doing our part to ensure a successful school year. We cannot do this alone. It's our strong community composed of students from different backgrounds, different cultures, and with different ideas that will ensure we can get through these challenging times and get used to this new normal together. We're working with the UChicago Graduate Council to make sure all of our perspectives are being heard as the university's plans for academic activities next year continue to develop as the local health and safety guidelines evolve. As we adjust to the hybrid model of in-person and remote learning, I encourage students with questions to contact their academic advisors. And it's key that we keep in mind the important gift of a UChicago education that provides each of its students with the intellectual opportunity to confront life-changing problems like the COVID-19 pandemic. Above all, let's remind ourselves to be kind and patient and use an open mind when interacting with one another. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, and wear your mask.
Graduate students are an important part of our intellectual community, and our graduate degree programs have been working to support all students, whether you're on campus or not, in making timely progress towards your degrees. We plan to offer some graduate courses in person and others remotely. Research activities on campus, in labs, the library, and elsewhere will be different, but every department and program has plans to enable you to make progress in your research. Graduate students with teaching responsibilities, either as a lecturer or as a teaching assistant or in another instructional role, will have the option to choose whether to teach in person or remotely, and the university's workshops on remote teaching are open to all students in these roles. UChicago Grad is offering its services remotely and continues to provide career and fellowship advising, programs, and events. We've expanded our offerings in response to the pandemic and have programs on remote job searching and financial planning as well. We are committed to providing all students with a rigorous academic experience, whether remote or in person, and the opportunity to participate in the social and intellectual community that defines the university.
Grad Council works closely with UChicago Grad and Campus and Student Life to represent the voice of all graduate students. We recognize that this is a time when community is more important than ever, and it's so important to stay connected and help support one another. But we also understand that attempting to pursue your education while holding space for yourselves and your communities during this period has likely not been easy. During this unique time, we are also working with the undergraduate student government to create a diverse and representative COVID student advisory group to continue highlighting your voices and concerns in our meetings with the university administration. As we return to campus, virtual programming will continue to be an important part of our social and intellectual life as graduate students. Grad Council is connecting leaders involved in social programming at each graduate program so that we can share best practices and lessons learned on how to support robust student community building, both virtually and in person. We also encourage students to connect with UChicago Grad for career and academic resources. We recognize that it has been an uncertain time and that you may have had to deal with a disruption to your educational or career plans. I know I did. Please know that Grad Council is also here to be a supportive community.
Housing and residential life is a meaningful part of the college experience for many of you. This fall, we are focused on making our residence halls and dining commons safe for you. To help prevent the spread of COVID-19, housing will be open with reduced density at about 60% of our total capacity, with students assigned to single rooms and with a bathroom designation. In addition, universal face covering is not required while you're in your own personal space, but universal face covering is required throughout the remaining residential and campus areas. Residential common areas will be closed and off limits. Signage will be posted in high traffic areas to limit the number of occupants, such as laundry rooms, elevators, package pickup areas. Food delivery will only be permitted to the outside of the residence halls. Food delivery persons will not be allowed to enter dorm lobbies. Similarly, guests will not be permitted in the residence halls. House culture remains an important part of the college experience. The housing and residence life staff will also be living in the dorms this fall to support you and to provide programming. As we plan for in-person instruction to end on the Friday before Thanksgiving, you will be able to choose to continue the quarter studying remotely at home or stay in the residence halls if you do not travel for Thanksgiving. The 4 residential dining commons will have extended hours. All food will be served, meaning there'll be no self-service stations, including for drinks. And there will be a robust meals to go program. All food will be served in disposable carry-out containers and cutlery will be pre-wrapped for single usage. To further the safety of the dining experience, payment will be cashless and contactless, with students handling their own cards for payment transactions. To assist with social distancing, there will be limited seating for dine-in that enables students to eat 8 feet apart from each other, and service protocols that allow for 6 feet distance between students while standing in line for food. Together, we can take personal responsibility and do our part to limit the spread of COVID-19 and keep ourselves and each other healthy. Thank you, and we're excited about the opportunity to welcome you back to campus.
At UChicago Student Wellness, our mission is to provide students with comprehensive health, counseling, and wellness services to support their academic, personal, and professional success. While fulfilling that mission will look different this year as we adhere to social distancing guidelines, we remain as committed as ever to delivering high-quality, inclusive care. Throughout this academic year, we encourage students to seek help, no matter how big or small the concerns may seem. Please know that a therapist on call is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our counseling staff is also available for scheduled therapy and psychiatry appointments by phone or Zoom for both new and returning students. For more informal resources, our Let's Talk program is now being held over Zoom. giving students access to anonymous drop-in consultations with our therapists. We also have weekly virtual workshops that cover a range of mental health and wellness topics to help students cope and stay resilient. For students' physical health, our medical team is available for appointments, and we are providing most of our care via telehealth. We are not currently accepting walk-in appointments, but if the situation warrants an in-person visit or blood work, we will schedule a time to come into the Student Wellness Center in person. Students can also access virtual programs like virtual mindfulness meditation and wellness coaching to help develop healthy behaviors, reduce stress and anxiety, and improve overall well-being. We are here for you, and we encourage you to reach out for care when you need it. We'd also like to remind you to not only make your health and well-being a priority, but to also make others' health and well-being a priority. More information on all of our services and programs is available on our website.
Here at the University of Chicago Medicine, we've assembled a team of experts to help us address the challenges of the COVID-19 global pandemic. We're partnering with our public health organizations, the CDC, as well as the experts at the university. We are preparing to bring many of you back to campus as safely as we can. We know that no single intervention is going to be sufficient to help protect us. And that's why we plan to stack together multiple interventions in order to knit together a safety net that will protect us as best we can. Universal masking will be absolutely essential, and more distance with decreased density of human beings and a lot more space between you in classrooms, and mandatory testing for people living in residence halls. We know that we can't control everything, especially things that happen off campus. And we know that some people will get sick. We're prepared for that. We have a wonderful partnership between Student Health Services and the University of Chicago Medicine, a world-class hospital right here on campus. The one thing we know about COVID-19 is that we don't know everything yet, and we expect there to be changes. The recommendations, guidelines will adjust, but we know that together we can do this.
As we learn new information about this virus and its spread, we will adapt to plans based on new guidance and challenges. Above all, I want to thank you for your commitment to your education, for engaging in the academic excellence that makes this university special, and for your partnership moving forward.